The rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong. And somewhere in the shadows, they send us in to find it.
Watch it 6 actual. Target is in the main house. You have execute authority.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
With the Modern Warfare 2 trailer dropping tomorrow, I think it's the perfect opportunity to discuss what we are actually going to be seeing in that trailer. Are we going to be seeing multiplayer? Are we just going to see some campaign? Will we see some of the third mode? I'm going to be discussing it all in today's video. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Isn't it quite nice though? All the time I'm uploading trailers, Warzone gameplay, Vanguard gameplay, and then here I am coming out with some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay. This game was severely underrated, and trust me, it was one of my absolute all-time favourite Call of Duties. Controversial, I know, but refreshing, very much so. So before we jump into all of the trailer action, I first want to touch on some multiplayer news for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And first of all, I want to touch on skill-based matchmaking, because unfortunately it is here to stay in Modern Warfare 2, but it is going to be slightly different to what we've seen it in the past. If you guys look, there has been a constant development cycle for Call of Duty and skill-based matchmaking. If we look at Advanced Warfare, all it did was take your KD, your score per minute, all of that into account, and then put you into lobbies with similar score. It wasn't really a learning bot or a learning algorithm, because what people started to do was then reverse boost, wreck their stats, and you could even pay people to get reverse boosted accounts where the stats were so abysmal and so poor that there was no way of you recovering that account ever again. And then we started to develop the skill-based matchmaking, and this is where things started to get a bit more complicated. If we look at, for example, in Modern Warfare 2, so what people started to do is actually do alt accounts and have an alternative account where the stats were completely wrecked, sort of like your reverse boosted lobby, and then you would just search up a game with that account. But what you would have to do is join that session on an alternative account where you want to get the gameplay, because this is a way of tricking the skill-based matchmaking system. Essentially, it would search for a game with that lobby, with that person's horrible stats. You would join once you have found a game, and you would be put into a lobby where all the players are bad, but you're joining an alternative account where you're really good. Unfortunately, this did work for years and years and years, and even people like the Korean Savage came out and said that the reverse boosted, and they did methods like this and other methods, but this actually got patched because it is a bot that is learning. It is an algorithm that adapts, and in Modern Warfare 2 that is going to be no different. So why then have I just rambled on for a couple of minutes talking about stuff that you guys already know? Well, it actually turns out, as a source from Ralph Valve, that Modern Warfare 2's skill-based matchmaking is going to be different, and it is going to constantly be learning. For example, in the DMZ mode, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's third mode, that hasn't actually been revealed yet, is actually going to encompass bots, and they're also planning on encompassing bots into Warzone as well to help fill the gap. Apparently, this will also mean that even if you're a better player, you will start to get easier lobbies. It doesn't mean that every single lobby that you get will be even easier, but it is a right step forward because you can be good and not be punished as much anymore. The last thing that I want to mention is that there is going to be an alpha for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The alpha is set to release in August time, and this will be a multiplayer alpha. Of course, there won't be an alpha for the campaign. This will be a multiplayer alpha, and it will be exclusive to PlayStation once again, which means sometime before August or before this alpha date, you can expect to see some more footage from Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. And I do believe that there is going to be an embargo lift, which means content creators which have already played Modern Warfare 2 will be able to release their gameplay once we've had the reveal for this game. As for what we can expect in tomorrow's reveal, probably not a lot in the way of multiplayer and probably absolutely nothing in the way of the DMZ mode. I can imagine it's just going to be showing off some of the weapons, some of the graphical sort of things that is going to be in this game, some of the characters, and maybe at the very end of the trailer or the reveal, we might see some hints and some teasers onto the multiplayer side of things. As for the third mode, DMZ, I would assume we're going to see nothing. As for Warzone 2, I would also assume there was going to be nothing. Potentially they might tease Warzone 2 at the end of the trailer, along with the multiplayer and along, of course, with the Warzone 2 tease. But we will have to wait and see until tomorrow. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to stay up to date with all of the latest Call of Duty news and information. And if you are excited for this game, give it a thumbs up. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. But this is LUKEY, and I'm signing out. Peace.